We went to a fundraiser
Uh-huh.
this week for my kids' school.
Great.
School nights, when we went to the restaurant night. And they had the Monday Night Football on. And did you happen to see, like, after the fact, the big dude with the, what was it, fumble recovery running out of the end zone for the Saints? We missed that when the game was on.
Yeah, I missed it.
This guy, like, fumbles the ball. I should have looked up his name. I feel bad. This guy's like 340. Picks up the fumble in the end zone. And he has two choices to make. One, kneel down. You'll be on the 20.
Yeah.
Coach is not going to get mad at you for going like, I'm 340 pounds, guy. I'll just kneel down. We got the ball. I grabbed it. Yeah.
Not what I'm here for.
He took off, run like 35 yards, putting moves, stiff arming people. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I saw it the next day and I was like, I can't believe we missed that.
That's great.
Amazing. Fastest guy over 300 pounds. Third fastest guy in like the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I bet he could smoke us, dude. Right?
Probably. And I wonder if anybody was betting on him.
I know. Does anybody have that guy fumble recovery for a 40-yard dash?
Their defense is pretty happy.
Their defense is happy.
If you are going to bet, let me just say, BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football.
Literally everything. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games.
Think you know your stuff? Get in on our $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200,000 cash.
And guess what, Kevin? When the game's over, you just head over to the online casino, get in on a game of blackjack or poker, unwind, because you maybe won some bets, but your fantasy team lost.
Yeah.
That's always what's going to happen. With one of their over 150 slots games.
This is plenty. That's plenty. You don't need more than that.
No.
So head to the website today and get in on the action.
BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to the Dumb Dad Podcast. My name is Kevin, and I'm a dumb dad.
My name is Evan, and I'm a dumb dad. And on today's episode, Kevin will explain how the more involved you become, the more it will bite you in the ass.
That's true. And on this episode, Evan surprises his wife for her birthday, but not in a way that she thinks.
Cheers, dummy.
Cheers to 39.
To 39.
Been a ride.
Man, you guys, by the time you hear our silky voices again, Kevin will basically be dead. He's turning 40 after this podcast. It's going to be great.
I am.
How you feeling?
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I've been kind of falling apart all through 39, so not really worried about 40.
It's a slow decline to 40.
I'm at the age where working out is... I've been at the age for a while, but I'm at the age where working out is more of a for your health than I want to look good. That's like...
I know.
I want to be able to touch my toes.
Yeah. Never been able to do that.
Sorry about that.
Never.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I'm getting past my knees at this point. My hamstrings are so tight.
You got to start stretching, man.
I know. I do have to start stretching. I literally had this conversation with my wife at dinner today because she was like, "Did you do those stretches I sent you?" And I was
She's sending you stretches?
Yeah, because it's always been a thing. It's been a running thing. Like my hamstring has always been so tight.
Yeah.
I've never been. People reach down and put their palms on the ground. And I think how's that even physically possible? I mean,
I like that you can't wrap your brain around.
I can't wrap my brain around it.
You can't wrap.
I
your
know
brain
my
around-
own body's no.
After you see kids can do it for their first 12 years without thinking about it.
My dad was like, "Look, watch me do the splits." And it's just in what world? In what? The physical pain that would happen if someone just forced you to touch your toes, forced it.
Yeah.
I'd go to the hospital. You'd hear the snapping sound that would occur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it makes my knees weak, and I can barely reach down and touch them.
Be like somebody cut a tarp inside your body.
Yeah. So you don't feel too bad. It's good. I mean, I was one of the people that turned 40 during the pandemic, so it's just whoop-de-doo. We're alive.
Sure.
Let's just be happy about that.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. I mean, it is. It's just a number, Kevin. It matters how you feel inside.
Hence why I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
Hence why I'm going to the gym.
That's right. That's right. And paying attention to what you put inside your body.
Yeah,
maybe not so
that's
much that.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been pretty good the last like several years.
By the way, thanks for this old fashioned. It's very well.
Well, that's
Cheers
still
once again,
allowed.
my guy.
It's all about moderation.
No,
my
I know,
friend.
I know. Everything in moderation. It's funny. It's like as you're sitting there, you're going like, gotta be careful, guys.
I just mean them eating like, fiber and protein and God, whatever.
Yeah. What it's more fun. Just accept it. Ride the wave when you're at that wave. You can't ride the big, huge 20s wave your whole life.
Well, I couldn't.
You won't make
anyway.
it. No,
or I
yeah.
shouldn't have.
Yeah, you won't make it that long.
Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have. I don't think I should have done that. But I'm excited for you.
Well, thanks. Well, here we go. On to the next decade. Forge ahead. Let's see how it goes. And hopefully it goes better than my end of 39 because it got a dumb dad moment.
Oh, good.
I mean, we have to.
Oh, God. Thank God.
It's kind of the point of what we're doing
It's
here.
kind of what we do here at Dumb Dad Central.
So, my dumb dad moment is brought to you by trying to look good, not physically.
Sure.
Again, ship is sailed. Just can't even see it past the horizon. It's gone past the 15.
It's securely at the dock.
It's gone past the 15 degrees.
Yeah.
Looking like a good parent. That's what it is.
Sure.
So I, as it's well documented on this podcast, I'm on the PTA.
Yeah.
Well, that's not enough. So now I'm on.
It is.
Nope. Now I'm on the SSC,
Okay.
School Side Council
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
for.
For the people that didn't know, thank you for explaining it to them.
I wasn't positive last week,
I
and
didn't
that was
know
our first meet. We already had our first meeting. I think if you had asked me like real quick, I'd have been like student school council. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
Southern
I'm not
California
a student.
City.
Southern San Diego. Why are we? Anyway, so I joined the SSC because they asked me to, and it was one of those like they were like, "You're not doing anything. You're not doing events. It's just a meeting once a month, talking about the funds and stuff like that. They're going to go to the school, what we're going to use them for."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a good thing," and I am genuinely happy I'm on it, especially because I could be wrong about this, but I do know that the teachers in our classroom all have these giant, huge TVs. Do your kids have those in their classrooms?
Yes. I know the name of it too, and it's going to escape me.
It's whatever.
They
It's
can
a
touch.
giant
It's all
touch
touchscreen. Everything they can move. They can draw. It's like basically what they have in the NFL. That's what they have.
They basically have what they have on,
Yeah,
yeah,
they can
on,
like circulate
on
here.
all of them.
Yeah.
CNN, all of them. They have those giant touchscreens when they're doing the weather or whatever.
Yeah.
Huge.
I think it's like a LAUSD thing. I think it's probably all the.
Well, no,
teachers
yes
have
and no. Those they have to decide what to do with the funds, and parents voted to not use the funds for one thing before I was at the school.
Yeah.
And they decided we want all the teachers to have these TVs. And apparently this is all the rumors, but apparently the previous principal didn't want that. But they got it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's like a cool moment of like fighting for like, no, it's gonna make the teachers' lives easier, better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, I'll be happy to be a part,
When
part of
I
this.
was your age, it was a green board with chalk.
And you got to clap them outside. It was a privilege. Don't clap it on the side of the school, though. They get mad about that.
Yeah.
And then you could clap letters, block letters with the erasers.
Yeah.
Make your name. And then you go, I just signed my graffiti. Mm-hmm. That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, that's there forever.
So I'm on SSC. And we had a meeting, and they say it can be hybrid. So it's either you can do it over Zoom, you can go in person. It's right after school, once a month. And they were like, the teacher who's running it, the administrator, she's like, you guys can come to my classroom. I'll have snacks. I'll have stuff for the kids to do if you want to bring your kids there. And I was like, you know what? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, why bring them?
Yeah, a little FaceTime, you know?
Well, it's like my wife's
show the face a little bit.
My wife's working. So
right.
She's busy.
The longer the house stays quiet, the better.
I'm in the meeting. So I'm busy. So if I bring them home, and then even if I go virtual, it's like, you're done your homework. Yes, you can watch screens. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
no, you already had two. You already had two granola bars.
Leave me.
Why did you open it? You already had two.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Put it down, Kevin. You're not on mute. Sorry again.
So it's just like, I'll bring them. They also love this administrator. They think she's the best. So I was like, yeah, we'll go. I told the kids and they were excited about it. So after school, pick them up, go to the classroom.
Yeah.
And I see them and I go, guys, you're going to do your homework. Okay. Just take out your homework, get it done. And then when you're done with it, there's stuff over there for you guys to play with. So the administrator walks in shortly after that and she's like, all right, guys. So I have like magnet tiles over here. I have like, this thing. Oh, are you? And she sees them take out their homework folders and she's like, or you're going to do your homework. That's a better idea.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They'll probably complain less here.
So sorry. It just came to me. I guess it's some good parenting just comes natural to some people. I guess. I don't know. It's whatever. Cut to. I'm also the secretary, so I have to take all the minutes. So they like write down like, this person brought up a motion. This person seconded it. The motion passed. All right, now we're moving on to this thing at this time. It's really tedious. Who was there? Write down everything. So I'm just doing a lot of typing on my laptop, and then just periodically throughout the meeting, my kids just one by one keep coming up to me going, I don't understand this. And I was like, oh, God damn it.
On their homework.
On their homework.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need help often with it, especially my son, because he kind of did kindergarten last year when he was in like TK.
Yeah.
Because half his classmates were. So he kind of already did this. But of course, that's how it works.
Well, yeah.
They have so many days where they don't ask me for help. I check it. Perfect. You're done. This time they came up to me so many times. And they were just like, can you help me with this? And I was like, I really can't. I'm in a meeting right now. I can't help you.
Yeah. I'm in a meeting. I don't even understand what's going on here. How do you think I feel?
I need you to go over there. I'm pretty sure I spelled this person's name wrong, this person's name wrong, this person's name. This one I definitely spelled wrong. I was like, just go do your best and I will help you later. And she was like, but I just need your help for 1 second. I was like, I don't have 1 second. I'm supposed to be listening to what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't have it. You got to go. Just get it. You get.
Yeah.
And then
I wrote down the people that are here. Red shoes lady.
Yep.
Short fuse lady. Ask too many questions lady.
Oh God, her hand's up again.
They're all here.
I'm just typing, got her hands up again. So then the kids...
3:13 p.m.
It worked out. The kids eventually moved on, played with magnet tiles. They had a ton of fun with that.
Yeah.
And then they came and showed me stuff much easier than homework, because then they're coming up to me with like their little magnet tile, and they go, look, I'm in a rocket ship. I'm like, that looks awesome. Great job. They smile, walk away. So much easier than like, what is this? And I was like, I don't know.
Common Core. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is.
Find the nouns. Get out of here.
Yeah. Get out of here. You think I know what a noun is?
You're on adverbs. That means that's Latin for you're on your own.
We played. That's one of those things like I never was good at remembering which ones were which. And now our kids are into Mad Libs. And so often when we go to bed, we'll do a Mad Libs instead of reading a story, because it's like you kind of curate the whole story yourself.
Sure.
And it's been such a nice like refresher. I feel very confident. Like,
good for you. Good for you.
It was one of those things I was never confident. If someone's like, what does it tell me right now? And I have to like, I have to remember the one that I do know.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, so then the other one is person, place, or noun is person. Oh, verb is, like it would take a second. It'd feel like a million, like it feels like it's an hour in my head, or it probably just like, a noun is a person, place, or thing. Like that's how long it would take, but I like hated that feeling. So now that we do Mad Libs a lot, I'm like, I got these down now.
Dad, don't you say you're a writer?
I know, but it's one of those things like, yes, I know what it is, but also, it was like one of those things where like I used to do this thing like if you walk up to the sink, I couldn't remember which one was hot and which one was cold. If it was just like two regular knobs or whatever.
Oh, sure.
I couldn't like,
yeah,
because it's like a 50-50 thing. It was like one time you go somewhere once and they're flipped because somebody put them wrong. Yeah. And then that it messes you up forever.
See, this is what scares me.
It's like that.
This is what scares me about being over 40. This kind of stuff right here. Which one's the hot one again?
It's one of those weird, like, I don't know if it's like a personality thing or like some sort of learning deficiency thing that I don't know.
You're overthinking
ADHD, I overthink it. So then I'm like,
well,
so I hesitate and I don't like it.
Here's the funny tag of the whole thing is meeting ends and then, pack up, we leave, we go home. Kids going, they go on screens for 20 minutes before I have to take my son to cooking class. And then we come back, and then I'm making dinner. And then the kids are sitting down with mom, having some time with her. And I was like, say to my wife, I was like, hey, is this a good dumb dad moment? And told her what happened. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's pretty funny. I was like, all right. Wait a second. Guys, did you ever finish your homework? And they were like, and both of them went, no, we got stuck. And I was like, all right, let's pull that homework out. Let's get that done.
There's the button of the story.
Yep. As I'm telling the story,
Fantastic.
is this a good dumb dad moment? And then
Oh, that reminds me.
guys, I need an ending to this story.
Please tell me you didn't finish. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Awesome. My dumb dad moment is brought to you by birthday parties.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of the theme. Now, my wife's birthday is on the 10th. Happy birthday, darling.
Happy birthday.
It's her birthday tomorrow. And when we first booked our live show, they gave us like a couple choices of the dates, and one of the dates was on my wife's little birthday, and we were like, "Should we do that?" And then I think she was like with us when we got the 3 dates, and she was like, "We should totally do that." I was like, "That'd be fun. Make it like your birthday kind of party."
Yeah.
Also, our live show. That's a fun idea. And then we were like, and then they said, "Give us your preferred dates." We didn't get that date.
Yeah.
And then it became, it was earlier. We did it on this 2nd.
Yeah.
And so it was like, okay. Oh, that kind of sucks. It's like right before her birthday. We don't get to do it on her birthday. That's just going to be a lot of, because we had lots of prep for the show. So I've been like ordering like little things to show up for her birthday that I want to get her. Some stuff that I've like kind of make like a little list of things like, oh, that's a cool idea for her next time it's her birthday maybe, or something, like a good gift idea.
Sure.
So I'm ordering these things. They slowly are showing up at the house, and I'm like, you shows up at the house, you ditch it really quick, so they don't see it or whatever. And then, but my dumb dad moment the other day was like, I never like planned to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
pretty.
4 days before her birthday, I was like, what do you really want to do on your birthday?
Oh no. That's worse.
Yeah, I know. But we also had this conversation, like, it's going to be hard to plan anything around her birthday when we're doing prep work for the show. So it was already a conversation acknowledging it. But when I was like,
sorry, what was the question again? I just had to hear it again.
what do you mean?
What did you ask her?
What do you want to do for your birthday?
Okay.
Yeah. Just like feeling like treating it like it's a regular part of conversation. Like, what do you want to do for dinner? We keep forgetting to plan dinner. Now we got to make dinner. As opposed to like, now here's the thing. Like I said, I got her the gifts I want to give her.
Sure. You didn't forget it.
I didn't forget it or anything like that, but it was like just not in the future mindset of like,
sure,
should we have people over? Do you want to go to a restaurant or whatever? Like, never thought of that.
Sure.
And I feel stupid because of that.
Sure.
And like I said, we'd had that conversation about it, and she was like, it's totally fun. I mean, we already kind of talked about it. When we talked about it, she's like, I don't really, it's like, there's no time to do anything.
Yeah.
And that's true before or after. It was like every weekend. It was like, we kind of went through the, from like a couple days ago, it was like, man, the rest of October is like insane. One of those things like down the calendar into November is like, it's not like there's something to do every weekend. There's like 3 somethings going on every weekend. Including like people coming into town and stuff, which is not like a negative thing. It's a super positive thing.
Yeah.
But it just means like lots of time is being, allocated already. So I felt stupid when it was like, man, what a stupid question.
I know, that's the worst part is like, you're busy here and we've been doing a lot and life gets away, especially with kids. Life gets away from you. It's tough. And then it's hard when you put your foot in your mouth when you say a sentence that as soon as you finish saying it, you're like, hey, can I put this on you? What do we, you know what I mean?
I know.
Hey, what do you want to do? Think of something. It's like,
yeah.
Is what an idiot would say, because we're going to Dave and Buster's.
And even part of like what?
And then you
I
read
know.
her face and go,
I
is what
know.
another idiot would say.
Yeah,
We're
That's
going
what I would say if I was looking for a divorce.
skiing. What? It's not
You've always wanted
snowy.
to go.
It's not snowy anywhere.
It's been so hot here.
Don't get excited about that. I don't have any plans for that.
Yeah, I'm even excited about like sort of my main gift to her is like a planned thing, but it's not like what I didn't think about was
What is it?
Well, I don't want to tell you. Oh yeah, because she's not going to know until it comes
She's not
out.
going to know until like the 14th.
It's we always see how pretend I'm like, oh, I'm not going to tell you. She'll find out.
15th.
We always get caught not taking enough photos. And like kind of the joke is like you could take
Of each
take
other
a
or
million,
everything?
like more of the kids,
Yeah.
more just like we'll go to an event and we'll take like a family picture. But it's like I don't take my phone out enough to just kind of like film my son doing something silly or my daughter doing something silly to have these like little moments.
You
like,
don't do that.
not as much anymore.
Gotcha.
Much more when they're little babies and everything.
Yeah.
And they're less annoying. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like it's just because life is overwhelming and busy all the time. I just don't think of it in the moment sometimes. And then we look at our stuff and it's like, man, or you see somebody post something or whatever, and you're thinking like, man, we don't do that enough.
We're also at an age of repetition
Yeah.
where kids are doing a lot of the same stuff. So like obviously when you go to the pumpkin patch, you're going to take those photos.
Yes.
But it's funny you
First
say,
swim lesson, you might snap a photo, but you don't get like kind of document their progress or
well,
something.
that's
maybe,
because
as much
the
as kind of what
lifeguard
I'm
came
saying.
over and pointed the sign that says "Don't take photos."
Yeah.
in the
Bad example.
swimming
Bad
pool.
example. Don't take pictures. I see people doing it. I'm like, really?
Oh, I definitely did it for my daughter, her first couple swimming class. I did it super low key, which probably made me look worse if they caught me. But
Yeah.
but they did it.
Yeah. The
They did
mustache,
it, man.
really? The mustache?
Huh? No, it was a trench coat. I had a fake arm. It looked really bad. No, I was saying that because my son had a cooking class today, and he was doing something he was really enjoying, and it was his turn. The teacher was helping him with something. He was doing it. He was really happy, and I just like got in there with a phone and took a picture. I was like, I've never really taken a picture of him at cooking class. I was taking the photo. I was like, he's been taking cooking class for like 3 months.
Yeah. So like the one tradition we do have, and we've done this ever since like my son was very, very little, is if we see a photo booth, we do it.
Sure.
So we have like this, we have like a photo album that we always keep them. We continuously do them wherever where one is. If there's an opportunity to go jump in and do a quick little session or whatever, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So all that to say, we have that, but again, we don't take like little momentary photos and stuff, and we don't even have that too many like family photos.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, either.
So I booked us a session to go get like a family photo session taken.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that. But again, like it was still like but one aspect was like didn't handle well because it didn't plan to do something.
Yeah.
And please understand, I'm not trying to make an excuse or whatever. She's not the person who likes big parties. She doesn't like surprises or anything like that. But it's still ask.
Yeah.
Like give her the reason to say yes or no, or really plan it, or don't worry about it. But like kind of assume to not worry about it. And that's not really the thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think to have a plan and then run it by is the move.
100%, dude.
Thinking about doing
just
this, would you be okay with that, or is that annoying to you?
And that's something I still strive to work on a lot. I'm not good about thinking further than a few days. I just don't like when I like a lot of my guy friends are like, well, they do like investing in a way that they really thinking about it. They're paying attention to the market. They make these plans
literally
for their
investing.
Yeah, literally. I know.
I thought you meant like investing in their time.
I think that's probably also has something to do with it. But like
Maybe
thinking like, I want to go on a plan. Let's plan for going on vacation this summer. Where should we think about going? Let's start thinking about that. Like my brain is so not like that. And I really wish it was. And I don't know if there's something I could be doing to do that, to think forward more. But I feel like I'm just like, I often think like I can think within the week. It's hard for me to think like a couple months out, let alone what should we do next year? What should the accomplishments be next year? I mean, I think people that are really successful in a lot of things do that. I mean, you make the goals and then you think this is coming up. What can I do to accomplish this? But man, I don't have that natural skill set in my mind at all. So some like things like this then suffer because of that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's tough.
it sucks.
It sounds like it's not just physically where you need to work on stretching.
Got me.
I had it like 2 minutes ago. I was like, just finish talking so I can say it. Well, happy birthday, Katie Berger.
Katie, I love you. Let's do a couple dumb dad moments.
Let's do some dumb dad moments. Guys, if you've got dumb dad, dumb mom moments, write them into us.
Dumbdadpod@gmail.com.
Yep. Or you can DM us at the Dumb Dads on Instagram. We'd love to read them. We're going to do this. We're doing this every week. This is what we're doing now. We're getting through them. And we said this before. Someone last week did what we asked, which we appreciated, which is if you've sent one in the past and we haven't, if you sent one in the past and we haven't read it, just resend it. Just maybe you can find it in your sent folder or whatever, or just send us a new one, whatever. If we haven't read it, send it to us. We'll read it on the podcast. We apologize. Now we're cooking. We're cooking.
Ooh. Kevin, we're now a cooking channel.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, I'm going to read first.
Okay.
This one's from Maya. Maya, thanks for writing in. Really appreciate it. She writes, Dear Dumb Dads, I've been listening to your podcast for over a year now, and I wanted to share my biggest dumb mom moment. Here we go. This happened when my first child was 1 and I was pregnant with my second. I was sitting on the floor of the bedroom sorting baby clothes, and my 1-year-old was playing on the other side of the bed. My 1-year-old had been suffering from a bad diaper rash, and my husband had bought a tub of diaper rash cream so that we wouldn't run out. That's got to do. Get the big one.
Got to get the tub.
I had a habit.
5 gallon.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I had a habit of forgetting to put the cover back on the diaper rash cream, but I always put it on my desk, which I thought my 1-year-old was too short to reach. That's how it happens.
Yeah. It's the same thing as a toilet seat, It's just...
What's that?
People that leave the toilet seat up.
Oh, because little kids getting there?
Well, I just you just forget. I don't know.
Like the
You're on the
seat part.
toilet. What's wrong? We forgot? I don't know. I forgot.
Yeah. Bloop.
You had the tube in your hand. Shut the tube. It's center.
It's not a tube. It's a tub. It's a tub of diaper rash.
Here's what you do. You go to Home Depot. You get the orange bucket. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to the supplier.
You buy
and
one
you
of
just
those-
open that.
You buy one of those spoons that you use to clean out a pumpkin. I had been sitting on the floor sorting baby clothes for maybe half an hour when my son came around the bed covered head to toe in diaper rash cream. I immediately picked him up to keep him from getting it on anything else and yelled for my husband. There was a 2-foot wide circle of diaper rash cream in the carpet.
Oh.
Because, of course, it's carpet.
It's like butt paste. Remember butt paste? Do you guys use that?
Yeah.
That stuff is like...
Boudreaux butt paste.
Oh, man. That's not coming off or out or anything.
There's a 2-foot wide circle of diaper rash cream in the carpet where he had been playing with the open and now half empty tub of diaper rash cream. Some might say half full, but it sounds like she wasn't in that state of mind.
Yeah, she wasn't in that state of mind. That's fair.
My husband,
not in the mood.
My husband started cleaning it up while I took a shower with our son since I was now covered in diaper rash cream as well. Once we were clean, my husband took our son so I could try to figure out how to get the diaper rash cream out of the carpet. After a quick Google search with some dish soap and white vinegar and warm water and 2 hours of scrubbing the carpet, it was good as new. The moral of the story is always put the cover back on and nothing is out of reach to little hands. Yeah, that is true. Maya.
Oh.
That's tough. Kids finding
That's
your
tough.
stuff. I have plenty. We've documented all of my dumb dad moments for the last 5 years on this podcast. But I don't have the diaper rash or the baby powder. I don't have that one. I mean, they've gotten in plenty of other stuff. I'm not saying I definitely don't have a clean streak is what I'm saying. But
yeah. No, I know what you mean.
I don't have that one where you just come around the corner and just go, I'm almost envious. I don't want it to happen now. I would love it to be a story. It's almost envious to turn around the corner and be like, oh, no.
Yeah, like where it's like, oh, you wear, that's so much lipstick on your face or what, whatever. Like, I don't have anything like that. They just got into something and got it. Everything. Maybe I do and I blocked it out of my mind. The only one I do have.
I know. I want to say that. My daughter did cut her hair, but that's not the same as like
it's not the
walking
same as like getting into something. You're like, this is going to take me 2 hours to clean this.
Yeah, yeah.
I I know. Yeah, we went to like ice cream social at school, fundraiser, or like kind of not fundraiser, like more of a first part of the year get together, ice cream social that school puts on. Anyway, and like you walk up to a station, get an ice cream for free from on the school, like and they put a little happy face on your hand. One of the kids got a hold of Sharpie. It was all over his face, hair, forehead, neck, everything. She's like, oh my gosh, dude. Sharpie.
I wonder if that dry erase trick works on your skin.
Probably not.
It's a little tip for anybody. I've tried it on multiple surfaces. It 100% works. It's a little tip.
You want to try it on my forehead right now?
I kind of do. If you take Sharpie and
if Sharpie gets on like a wall or something,
wall, table, whatever, get a dry erase marker, completely cover it. I mean, make a nice little wide berth on that thing.
Make it look like it's worse.
Yeah. And then it wipes right off. As if it's because it's now dry erase. Something about the chemicals, whatever.
Yeah, they call it magic eraser. Really, it's a magic mark. Oh, it is magic marker.
Yeah, want to go again?
I ruined it. No, I don't. It doesn't matter. The only way we ever did have was my son was a baby, and we went out to dinner, and my our dog got into the diaper bag and just shredded them everywhere. There was just like poopy diapers all over the room, shredded everywhere, in the carpet, everything.
And she lived for a couple more years, which is wild.
I know. That was just like, oh man, this only sucks. It's going to be a while before this is funny.
Oh, sure.
Okay, this one is sent into us from Annie. Annie writes, "Good morning."
Good morning.
From Abington, Massachusetts. Did I say that right?
Abington?
Abington.
Never heard of it.
Well, it exists, Kevin.
It's probably Western Mass.
I had such a dumb mom moment this morning, and my first thought was, I need to send this to the dumb dads.
Thank you.
Right? Dumb mom moment. My 2-year-old is an early intervention for speech, and every Friday she goes to a play group through the program. It's a therapeutic care designed to help kids progress. We call it group for reference. So this morning we were getting ready for group, and today was water day. My daughter has been so excited all week. She asks to go to group every day, but was extra pumped for water day. Mm-hmm. While we were getting ready, I made sure to get packed extra clothes, a towel, snack, water, good to go.
Great.
I get her in the car and think, awesome. We are early.
Oh, no.
So I run to Target to pick up a drive-up order beforehand. Then we drive about 25 minutes to group. We're 15 minutes early.
I don't like it.
As a mom who's always late, I was super proud of myself.
Kids are still in the house, weren't they?
I grab all her stuff, open up the back door, unbuckle her from the car seat, and as she moves her legs out to get out, I see, bare feet.
Oh, wow.
I forgot to put her shoes on.
Oh.
And there was no spare pair in the car.
No, there's never. Everything else is in the car.
Yeah.
Not a spare.
Four outfits, actually. Insert faceplant emoji. Luckily, one of the amazing workers at group had a spare pair, so the crisis was averted. But man, did I feel like a dumb mom.
Wow, that is very lucky.
Yeah. P.S. I hope you come on tour in M.A. Annie.
First of all, Abington, Mass. is south of Boston.
It's south of Boston?
I don't travel south of Boston, so.
South of Boston.
No, I lived 45 minutes north of Boston.
Yeah, but isn't you can go 5 states in an hour. Look it up.
Yeah, but I didn't want to.
Loyal to the soil out there and
Loyal to the soil.
Drake it.
Well, once you're in Boston, you're doing your thing. She's probably the same thing. She's not, unless you wanted to go to Maine, which is beautiful. Anyway. That is wonderful.
Oh, is that Maine? Is MA Maine? Why did I read that as Massachusetts?
No, MA is Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you'd go north of
ME is
Boston
Maine.
if you
I'm
wanted
confused.
to drive to Maine.
Gotcha.
But
which one's hot? Which one's cold? I don't know. I can't tell you. Right or left?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that's That's wild. That's a good freebie. We will absolutely come to Massachusetts. I'm born and raised Massachusetts.
I want to go. So I've never been to Boston. I'm super excited to go.
It's a great city.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get back there as soon as possible. TBD on the dates.
TBD.
But we're definitely
we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out.
I will say it's definitely happening, and I will say we haven't heard any of the cities we're doing, but I can confidently say Boston is happening.
Even if we go rogue and go do a show in somebody's garage, it'll happen.
That's backyard bozos with the dumb dads.
Yeah. It would be like when it's like 30 feet of snow. Do they have basements there? You do a basement show?
We could, but it's gonna smell. You know what I mean? Like you need a dehumidifier, and it's just like you have to empty it every 8 hours.
the like little skinny long windows that show you the backyard, they're like just dripping, just wet.
Yeah, you go down there and you're like, I don't.
Yeah, there's mold problem in here. There is, and if there isn't, there will be.
There are, smell is the most powerful sense that you have. It's a fact. Like you smell something, it can take you back immediately to a memory you forgot you had. It is a fact. And there are smells that I have that I'm like, so-and-so's basement. Like literally. I had one not too long ago. I haven't thought about that person in years. And then suddenly it was just like, bam. And I was like, whoa, that's Mr. Sintros's cologne. That's not an easy one to get a hold of. His elementary school principal. I don't know if he spilled a bottle in his car and every drive made it just adhere to his skin, but it was.
Maybe he drank a little bit of it. Get through the day. They just sweat it out.
Maybe, I don't know. It's something. It was just like you saw him. You're like, what's up, man? Wow, there it is. And I recently was at probably like a Macy's or JCPenney or something, and I smelled like I got a whiff of, and I was like, oh no, he's here.
You were in elementary school again?
He's here. Oh no, he's here.
Leverrier!
Is this about putting the curse words on the bus windows?
Could you, Matt? Do you know what? You don't know what it was? Did you find it? It had to be classic then. It had to be something very classic.
Probably. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't wear it, but I was
sure. But I mean, like,
it was definitely not.
It wasn't around.
Like, ugh. It was just like too much.
Right, but I mean, the fact that it's a definite. It's a perfume.
Yes.
Et du toilette. You know what it is, and it's still around. Meaning, it wasn't like some random thing.
Unless
was he a classy guy?
It was never around. And what happened is he used 2 colognes, 2 perfumes, and that was his thing. Or he had like, what is it? An aftershave and a cologne, and when those chemicals mix, they make a new smell that's never been invented. And maybe I was walking by Macy's at the right time where somebody spilled a bottle while that cologne was in the air.
I can never breathe in those. Like it's hard for me to I quickly walk through there. Ever since I was a kid, it's like I can't catch my
alley.
It's like I can't catch my breath.
Yeah.
Same thing if I'm walking through Costco, like that down the detergent aisle, it's like so overwhelming. It's like, I can't take a deep breath.
Oh, I'm sorry. You get through it.
I do get through it. I got to get to the sample scale.
Holding your breath.
Yeah. That was a fun show, Kevin. I think we're about done here.
I think we're done here. I think it's a great place to leave it. Keep writing them in. We love reading them. Follow us at The Dumb Dads on all social platforms. You guys can follow us on YouTube as well. We can watch full episodes of this very podcast. We're at The Dumb Dads on YouTube as well. Write a review for this podcast, and we will read one live on the air. And we're going to read one right now.
Live on the air.
But it will be
a week early, and then it's cut together just for time. We don't cut a lot of stuff out just for timing.
It's live for me.
Yeah,
but everything's
that's right.
Live.
You're doing it right now in front of me.
Live for me. 5 stars. Subject: parenting podcast that's actually funny and enjoyable.
Whoa!
I'll take an actually.
Man, how many aliases does your mom have?
It's definitely not my mom. I'll take an actually. I'll take an actually this time.
Sure.
Sometimes an actually is like, all right.
Yeah, I got you. When you're saying actually, it's like, all right.
Great podcast for parents. Helpful advice mixed with self-deprecating humor. Listening to these two makes me feel like a more competent dad and inspires me to be a little better every day.
Wow.
That was written by I Heart 69 and Beer. So
They're either really working on it, which I love, right? Every day, a little bit better, or they're a brilliant comedian. Because that's a great joke, whether it was meant or not.
I usually read the name first, and I was like, absolutely not. Not after that.
No,
nice
you can't
message.
do that. Yeah, thank you for that because the timing is better.
Please keep writing them in. We love reading them. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Thanks to Ed Verdue on SoundCloud for the music, and thanks as always to my lovely wife Annie for editing this podcast. Evan, do you have a joke to take us out?
I got a joke for you. Ready? A little bit of more of a riddle. What goes up never comes down.
Helium.
No, your age. But just remember to you, buddy, happy birthday. And don't feel bad because you know what? If you really think about it, 40's not that old. If you're a tree. So we'll see you next week.
Does helium come down?
Bye.
Bye. Welcome to the world, little one. Welcome to life.
How do I...
The Dumb Dad Podcast is proudly presented by Bet Online.